का वीडियो होने वाला है, जबरदस्त। आज आपका जो 45 मिनट्स जो आप देंगे इस पॉडकास्ट को देखने में, मुझे नहीं लगता आपका 1 मिनट भी, अगर आप बिजनेसमैन हैं और वैसे गवर्नमेंट का जॉब है तो फिर कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, आप स्किप कर दीजिए। और स्टूडेंट हैं और फ्यूचर में अगर आप एक अच्छी सीए बनना चाहते हैं, अकाउंट्स करना चाहते हैं, और या फिर मेरे से जुड़े हुए एसपी रोड, चिकपेट, मामूलपेट, डायरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली मोर देन 2 लाख बिजनेसमैन हैं, एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हैं, उनके लिए ये बहुत बड़ी समस्या हो जाती है। कभी कभी डिपार्टमेंट से, जीएसटी डिपार्टमेंट, सर्विस टैक्स, इनकम टैक्स, नोटिस हमारे बिजनेसमैन की लाइफ का एक बहुत बड़ी समस्या, और हर समस्या का समाधान आज हमारे साथ हैं सुमन कृष्णा जी। और वैसे मैंने इनका नंबर लगा रखा है, एक बार जरूर व्हाट्सएप कीजिए आपकी समस्या। अगर हो सकता है आपको भी कोई लव लेटर आ गया हो तो उनका जवाब ये जरूर देंगे। और हर इंसान अपने काम का एक मास्टर होता है, इनकी ये मास्टरी है। हमारा काम है बिजनेस में ध्यान रखना और कैसे बिजनेस का इम्प्रूव करना, और ये वही सीए हैं जो आपको क्या चाहिए वो करके दे देंगे। वैसे 2 और 2 4 होते हैं, और 2 और 2 अगर आपको 400 चाहिए तो मैं आपको एकदम राइट पर्सन से मिला रहा हूँ। आपकी हर समस्या का समाधान इनके पास है। यानी बहुत सारे मेरे फ्रेंड्स हैं जो एक अच्छे सीए को ढूंढ रहे हैं। कंप्लीट एंड तक देखिए, और मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ आप इन्हीं से ही अकाउंट्स करवाइए। आपके पास अगर कोई ऐसी समस्या है और उसका कोई समाधान अगर आप चाहते हैं, एक बार इनसे कांटेक्ट कीजिए, व्हाट्सएप कीजिए। क्या आपकी ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर पाते हैं? मुझे लगता है डेफिनेटली फिर आपको इनको हायर करना चाहिए अपने अकाउंट्स के लिए। हड़ैक इनको दे दीजिए, बिजनेस आप कीजिए, और अगर कोई लेटर आ गया तो ये आराम से 24 आवर्स के अंदर उनका जवाब दे देंगे, आपको एकदम कूल रखेंगे। सो बिजनेस के अंदर सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट रोल होता है वो है सीए का। नमस्कार सर, थैंक यू सो मच यहाँ आने के लिए, और आज हमारे बच्चों से बात करने के लिए, उन्हें मोटिवेट करने के लिए। और इस वीडियो के माध्यम से भी आने वाले टाइम के अंदर बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं जो सीए बनना चाहते हैं, और आपका जो ये 15 + 5 इयर्स का जो एक्सपीरियंस है, हम आज आपसे जानना चाहते हैं ये सीए की जर्नी आपने कहाँ से शुरू की, क्यों की, और ये क्या आपको एक्साइटेड लगा। लाइक अकाउंट्स करना बड़ा बोरिंग काम लगता है बट आपको बड़ा अच्छा लगता है। हमें तो ये बिजनेसमैन मारवाड़ी खाली बिजनेस करना जानते हैं, इनको अकाउंट्स का ए भी नहीं पता है। तो इनको आपके जो अकाउंट्स है ना, पहले तो सारी चीजें हम कर लेते थे, अभी नहीं होता भाई, सारा का सारा डिजिटल हो गया। आप अगर छोटा सा भी प्रॉब्लम कर दोगे, नेक्स्ट डे लेटर आ जाएगा। बड़ा खतरनाक सिस्टम है निर्मला सीतारमण जी का। सो वंस अगेन थैंक यू सो मच सर, आज हमारे पॉडकास्ट में स्वागत है। और आप अपनी लाइफ का और जर्नी थोड़ा सा एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कीजिए। वैसे मदर टंग तेलुगु एंड कन्नड़ा बहुत अच्छा बात करते हैं, और इंग्लिश और हिंदी में भी ये बढ़िया कंफर्टेबल है। प्लीज।
थैंक यू प्रकाश जी, थैंक यू फॉर inviting me to your podcast and giving me a wonderful opportunity.
ये मेरा फेवरेट सब्जेक्ट था स्टार्ट से।
Before going to the topic or anything, just I wanted to intro myself. I'm a CA, chartered accountant, Suman Krishna. I've been into practice, post qualification, 15 years of experience. Before that, I've been to the articleship and all those things, another 5 years. And when it comes to my family background, I am from a business background, so I know what is the pains and positives of business people. And I'm also from a professional background of family because my uncle was into accounts and taxations. Around, I can say 80 years, my family is into business as well as a profession. So I have seen both the sides of the thing. I can easily connect with the business people when they come up with the issues because I have grown in such an environment that we have faced the problem and I'll solve the problem.
Super.
So it's very easy for me to understand because many people say that a law is that. That is fine, but however the business is not that. There's a fact. We need to go with the law and the business parallelly. We need to understand how business works and how law need to take along with the business, how to plan it properly. That will work it out, and we do that. It's not an impossible thing. The only thing is education with regard to taxation. Every business should have basic education toward the tax. Either it may be direct or indirect tax, anything. You need to know. That's the basic thing I request every businessman to understand. Business is next. Basically, before entering to the business, you need to know the tax.
तरह के सब्जेक्ट पे हमने बात की है। सो आज हम बात करते हैं पहले तो इंडिया की करंट इकोनॉमिक सिचुएशन सर, लाइक इसके बारे में क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
See, if you go by the global economy, it is a different aspect. But when it comes to Indian economy, definitely I'll say it's a very positive. Because GDP is year-on-year growth is around 7 to 8%. It's a very good, highest in the world. And when it comes to GST collections, March collections is crossed 2 lakh crores, which is the highest in the history of GST collection. That itself says domestic consumption. So even exports or anything has impacted, but domestic consumption, because we have a huge population. It's not 1.4 billion, is very not small population. So irrespective of global thing, we have the consumption capacity in India. Definitely it's a very positive. Of course, we'll have the impact on, because we lot of resources which are dependent on outside, several crude oil, the current situation. It has the impact. I don't say it is zero impact. Definitely it's a temporary, I feel. Maybe 1 or 2 months or 3 months. Might be we need to bear with that.
Normal हो जाएगा.
Normal ho jayega. But thing is, we need to bear with that, because we need to accept that we are dependent on someone for some resources.
They are also dependent on rice दे दो, दाल दे दो, चावल दे दो.
सब और problem एक ही है. We are not independent on each and every resource as a country, because as an earth we have different mineral resources someplace, I can say oil resources someplace, and food is also someplace. As an earth we have everything. As a country we are not dependent. We are independent. We can say independent to some extent, but now completely we are dependent. If you go by the logic of earth, yes, it's everything is available, but because of boundaries what we have drawn, we have the problem. We need to face it.
Country in the next 5 to 10 years, कैसा लग रहा है? Like आपका अनुमान, experience क्या कहता है?
Sir, it is very good, because whatever the current government or whatever the global economics, what is working, we are attracting very good investment in India. We can say IT, especially because of AI and data center business and manufacturing, we will be the next hub for the global thing. Definitely we'll have very good development and investment attraction, job creation. When it comes to job creation, we need to set the skill set what is required. I don't say if I am done something, I am going to get the job. Not like that. Education is different, skill set is different. We need to match the skill set. What is the requirement of the currently?
Then you are the right path.
Definitely we are on the right path, and so skill acquisition is very important. I don't say use the word education. Education will say become BSc or BE or doctor.
Basic is required.
Basic is required, but skill set is different. So education should meet with the skill set. Then only excellence comes. So always we need to see the skill set, because when I say skill set, driving is a skill set. It's not education. So until unless we have a proper skill, we cannot do anything or any earning. Nothing. With paper of education of something, nothing is going to happen.
भैया टैलेंट भी ढूंढना पड़ेगा. क्या टैलेंट है? खाली चापा लेके आके जॉब दे भी देगा तो फिर निकाल देगा. Don't have extraordinary talent. That's important.
No, I'm not even telling extraordinary talent. Talent is
required.
Because if I say I book a cab, what I expect a driver to know the driving license.
Correct.
I should have the DL or something. That's what basic requirement. I don't want his education whether he's a graduate or not. That's the secondary requirement.
Time पे पहुंचा दे बस है.
That's all.
और पी के ना चलाए.
That's all. Whatever the basic, civic sense you need to have, and आराम से he need to get it to me.
Time पे reach कर दे. Thank you so much, brother.
Correct.
If never ask.
Definitely, no one will ask. So that's what I am saying. Skill means the requirement of the public.
इतना फुलफिल कर दो. कभी प्लम्बर से नहीं पूछा जाता what your education.
Correct.
पाइप ठीक कर देगा, अभी करके जाएगा.
Exactly.
बाथरूम क्लीन करने आ रहा है, अर्बन क्लासेस will not ask what is your life.
Exactly.
बंदा क्या चमका के गया है. So growth in India, the effect of common man and the simple way to earn money. इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा एक.
Sir, there is nothing called simple. You need to give whatever the time and effort it is required. If I say driving is simple, of course it is simple. But as a driver, if we sit on the car for 8 to 10 hours in a day, can we say that it is simple?
No.
It has more challenges. So each and every, as a CA, can I sit in the office and can I make the money without doing anything? No. As a Prakash ji, without doing postcard, can he do anything? He need to spend time on his skill set, and he need to spend time on the value addition for the others' lives. Until unless we give you a value to the others' life, we cannot flourish. First we need to give the value, then you are going to flourish. Either money or whatever the way. It will come. First we need to always give the value to the people. Then automatically everything will come to the place.
आप क्या वैल्यू ऐड कर रहे हैं अगले वाले की लाइफ में? वही चलता है और वही चलेगा भैया. तो ये वर्ड ऑफ माउथ इज वेरी पावरफुल. और आज हम बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा सच्ची टैलेंटेड पर्सन और स्पेशली बिजनेसमैन के लिए. मैं आज हम वही बातें कर रहे हैं. सो ये ग्लोबल सिचुएशन फॉर द वार के लिए क्या इम्पैक्ट इन इंडिया इकोनॉमी, आपकी नजरों से कॉमन मैन के ऊपर क्या ये प्रॉब्लम आने वाली है? बहुत सारी फेस कर रहे हैं, डर जाते हैं, बिजनेस बहुत सारे बंद हो गए, होटल बंद हो गए, चले गए, या सेक्टर ग्रोथ होगा, लॉस होगा, ये बहुत सारे क्या सेक्टर्स, इनके बारे में थोड़ा सा आपका.
When we say because of whatever the I can say GCC tension or crude oil tensions, I can say directly. Definitely we have a certain channel of vendors, I can say. usually wherever we purchase. If there is an interruption towards that, definitely will have a direct impact. There is no doubt on that. The thing is, it is temporary. It may take 3 months or 6 months to ढूंढने के लिए new vendor को and लाने के लिए whatever is required. It is both the ways. It is bit difficult.
गिरने के बाद उतना बड़ा थोड़ा टाइम
सर होता है. You see directly what it means. Say for example, if you are buying oil from Iran, if you are buying at 80 rupees or 90 rupees per barrel, if you are buying from other country, it may go to 100 or 120 because of transportation and practical reasons. What is happening? Whether material of oil is available or not, yes, it is available. The practical issue is how to take that resource into the country. That is a challenge.
That's very big challenge.
So who is going to afford that? Of course, who is going to consume it? We need to afford. There is no other choice. Temporarily, government can give some concessions or reducing excise duty. Yes, they are doing it. But at the end of the day, it is not a permanent solution. We need to afford for it. Inflation is going to there. We need to bear with it. So there's no other choice. When it comes to businesses, yes, we are closing certain sector of business because of scarcity of gas. Especially in Bangalore, we can see multiple hotels has been closed. Is it a permanent solution? I don't say it's not a permanent solution. Closing is not ever be a permanent solution. When there is a challenge, you need to do for the new avenues or opportunities. Yes, if gas is not available, what is our next
what you can do?
With electricity.
बिना गैस भी चला था जमाना.
Yes.
हमारी दादा परदादा के बाद there is no gas, there is no oil, there is no stove,
we need to
electric.
go back to history. That's where history plays a vital role.
Like 50 years, 30 years back, you just see there's no gas, there's no.
Correct. We need to go if it is an electricity based instruments temporarily available, or we can go with the what I can say is wood based
chula.
Those kind of thing. Of course, we need to spend certain resources for that.
People like, sir, you bring now. People will love. People will like that.
Yes. It is quite possible. I don't say it is impossible. Never been impossible. Maybe live kitchen might not be possible.
If you go Rajasthan, every hotel outside there is a bhatti.
Correct.
डालते हैं मिर्ची बड़ा कचौरी उसी में निकलता है, खाना उसी में बनता है, दाल उसी में बनता है. और आज मैंने एक मॉर्निंग एक न्यूज़ देखा सर, today only. So in the article was like one hotel around close to 50,000 meals they are preparing without electricity, without gas, in the solar.
Okay. Solar kitchen.
हाँ. So how that's possible? That is not, ऐसा नहीं कि impossible चीजें हैं. आपने implement नहीं की है या आपको right source पता नहीं है.
Correct.
There is no, ऐसा कोई नहीं है कि समस्या आपको समाधान नहीं पता है.
Correct.
Every problem there is a solution. You don't know. Tell me.
Yes, we need to accept the facts. Accept facts. You don't blame anyone. What I say is, blaming someone is not going to give you anything. First, accept the problem. You rewind and see what the best we can do out of the resources available. Secondly, if there is a money involvement in that, then you can go for whether it's viable. Instead of closing, operating with that, is it viable? Or closing is more beneficial. Then you can see. There's a temporary. But when you say you want to run the business, you need to run the business. There is no other choice. You need to go with the flow and also you need to explore. Say for example, this is going to happen after 5 years also. It may repeat. It's not that it's not going to happen in lifetime. These are only ones. Corona we have hit with the heart. That doesn't mean Corona type 2 won't come in the lifetime. It's not assured. We don't know. So because we have experienced that, we know how to handle that situation. And even 2.0, 3.0, anything comes, we know how to handle it. Similarly, if it is going to repeat second time, what we need to do? What is the infrastructure we need to build for ourselves? So that is the thinking process should be, and investment. Of course, investment is required. Say for example, solarized equipments are required. Then investment is required.
What problem?
Bring the investment. If subsidies are available with the government, there are so many state government and central government subsidies are there. Or whatever is
और हो सकता है आप इम्प्लीमेंट करो तो आपके 2 रुपए बचा भी दे, आपको पता ही नहीं वो कितना सस्ता पड़ रहा है.
करेक्ट. Because
अभी सिलेंडर के 2,000 की बजाय 6,000 देने को तैयार है. कमाल के बंदे हैं यार. 6,000 they are ready to pay for the commercial. Correct. And they are buying that cylinder. Correct. Now today is the 6,300 they paid, but not ready to pay that. Correct. What future, what technology?
That's the problem.
The China will like implement immediate. They will like solar car. So how we can like think like that?
See, always we depend on someone's technology. That is the basic problem. See, always we see they have some XYZ technology. We want to implement in India XYZ technology. Why don't we go into research and do something which is feasible and easily available in India? Correct. We are trying to import some technology into India and use it. Instead of that, whatever is available at the home, let us assume. If gas is not there, what we are going to do? What we are going to do? Either we need to go to hotel. Hotel also gas is not there. If they shut down, what we are going to do? Are we going to?
कोयले का चिमटी लगाओ.
That's all. So some other option we need to see until unless we explore and we open our eyes. Then until then, no one can help you out. We need to explore the resources. We need to explore the ideas. We need to speak with the people. There are so many options will be available.
Understand the fact. This is problem and this is the solution. You should accept.
Correct.
जिसको बदला जा सकता है बदल देना चाहिए और जिसे नहीं बदल सकते हैं उसे एक्सेप्ट कर लेना चाहिए. That is the smartness. Like if you are a smart. बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक होने वाला है आप लोगों के लिए और आपकी मुझे पता है ये बहुत बड़ी समस्या है. सो नाउ सर जो मैं जिस टॉपिक के लिए जिस सब्जेक्ट के लिए आपको इनवाइट किया हूँ उसके बारे में मैं जानना चाहता हूँ. व्हाट इज कॉल्ड जीएसटी?
In simple language, of course, everyone knows goods and service tax.
Okay.
I need not to tell specifically because it's almost 9 years or 10 years old act.
ओल्ड वाला अच्छा था या ये जीएसटी ठीक है सर? लाइक
So, of course, GST is new avatar and it's very best.
Best,
I'll always say GST is one of the finest statutes.
ये बेस्ट बिजनेसमैन के लिए है या रेड करने वालों के लिए है?
Sir, straight away I can tell you, businessman is more benefited out of this.
Okay.
Who is the right businessman who has taken a lot of advantage of GST, including manufacturing segment or trading segment. I have seen the people who are struggling during the excise duty and GST, that is a VAT and all those things. That regime, and after that, whatever the GST has come, how they are done. I remember one case where they used to struggle for 5 to 10 crores turnover. Now they are doing around 100 to 200 crores turnover because
Very
of
nice.
GST. What used to happen?
इन 5 to 10 करोड़ के अंदर एक समस्या थी और अभी 100 से 200 करोड़ में समस्या नहीं है बिकॉज अभी उनको पता है अकाउंट्स कैसे हैंडल किए जाते हैं और हाउ द सिस्टम इज बिल्ड.
Yes, because see, what used to happen, say for example, I manufacture, I am giving it to the trader. Whatever the excess duty I used to pay, he never used to claim it. It was a part of cost. No, it is not like that. Whatever the GST I am charging, entire he is claiming it. It's as good as the cash.
Very
So
nice.
what is GST finally? On margin, that's the profit, we are paying the tax. That too, are we paying directly from our pocket?
No.
No, we are collecting from end consumer and we are paying it. What is the pain in that? I don't understand. Yes, consumer we need to bear that.
बट आई डोंट नो लाइक डायरेक्टली इनडायरेक्टली इन द मार्केट नहीं बोलना चाहिए फिर भी बोल रहा है 70 to 80% दे आर नॉट रेडी टू गिव बिल या दे आर लाइक डोंट वांट जीपे गूगल पे अकाउंट्स एंड द मेनी डीलर दे विल सिंपली से भैया कैश दे दो और ले जाओ एंड व्हेनेवर दे विल शो दैट ऑल द QR code is a different name. So उनके लिए थोड़ा बुद्धि और क्या देना चाहेंगे लाइक एज ए अकाउंट्स और सीए के आने वाले फ्यूचर में कि हाउ दे आर लाइक कलेक्टिंग या इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा आप.
Sir, I will simply tell who don't want to get into the system. They're never going to go. There's an underlying fact. Whoever wants to be outside the system and want to do the business, they cannot flourish. It is fact, underlying fact. Say for example, if I say, if proudly I'll pay 100 rupees and buy a meal, how it will be? I take the meal and run away. How many days you are going to do that? One day you can do, second day you can do, third day is it possible?
No.
It is quietly not possible. See, just because changing the QR code or some other means, cash, all those things, what you are going to do with that end of the day? Say for example, if you have 10 family members, you use 10. What is the use? Whether you are going to avail at least a basic bank loan for your business? No financial institution support you because there's no on-record profits or on-record turnover. If you want to grow a business, you need to be on the record and you need to comply with it. Yes, there are problems will be there, challenges will be there. You need to face it. See, that's where a businessman already you are in the risk. There's no new risk you are going to involve. Already you are doing the business is an inherent risk, I say, because you don't know whether the customer is going to come into place and is going to buy. Before that only you will have the stock. You stock it and then you are going to sell it. It's not like customer comes, you are going to buy it. Because that's how the business runs. You already invested so much of money into the stocks or infrastructure and whatever is there. Then what is the problem in going to the account and making the GST? It is going to flourish you and your generations. Say for example, you have cash. How much cash you can store it? Where you are going to invest it? See, lifelong can you do business and earn? Where is the investment? Passive investment should be there, right? How you are going to invest that? No, I don't suggest who are doing it. Yes, you need to plan in such a way that how you can do the minimization of cash outflow. See, if I go to any shop, if they give the GST bill, I'm happy to pay that.
Super.
I don't see anything because end of the day, for what we are paying, GST to whom they are going to spend as a government. Of course, for honors, there are practical issues are whether how much they'll spend, how they'll spend, what are the problems. You question them. First, you should be perfect. Then you have the right to question someone.
Super.
We thought we are perfect. If you ask someone question, he'll say, "Neenu kalla, nanu kalla." So it won't work like that. Always it should start from us. If I perfect, I have the right to ask someone a question. I have paid you so much of taxes by way of direct or indirect or whatever. You tell me how you have spent. If you don't contributed anything, and if you ask, he'll say what you contributed, why you're asking, what is accountability with you. Always the questions will be there. The problem of people is always they expect someone to do the job without expecting on their own or selfish. They expect, but they don't do that. First, we need to do that without say for example, income tax. If you are losing 20% out of your entire profit, what's wrong in it? You are contributing for yourself. You get a proper road. Who is going to enjoy? I'm going to enjoy. If you get a proper airport, a proper railway station, if they are uplifting the entire infrastructure, who is going to enjoy? I and my family and my kids and my generation is going to enjoy.
So positive.
The thing is, the mindset should change. Firstly, we need to give the taxes. Then you need to ask the questions. Then only it will work. I don't contribute. You do everything. Like this, nothing is going to happen. Now, everyone questions about education, hospitals, and health sector, everything. Firstly, you answer yourself. How much contribution you have done? You contribute. You question them. You get the facilities, whatever is required. That should be the approach. It can't be like you give me that, I'll pay the tax. It won't work like that, because end of the day it's in federal system or until unless we pay the money from where the government will get. They need to collect from the human beings only. They cannot collect it from any other source. We need to contribute and they need to run. Whatever they said and say, they'll say that we have done this, we have done, from where they have done. End of the day, we have contributed. They have managed it and they have executed it. Of course, there are big people and big intellectual people might be there. Yes, of course, we need to value that. I'm not saying that. But no government will give free or nothing will be possible. Until unless we contribute, they cannot do anything. No one will come from their house or from their pocket and they're going to spend.
Not possible.
It is from the system they'll generate to the system they're going to give. As out of that system, we need to understand, we need to contribute, we need to question. If required, we need to come to the roots. We need to do whatever is required as a right. When you can do, until unless you contribute, you cannot do that.
So important of GST for like a small business owner, like लेना चाहिए नहीं लेना चाहिए, या only for the MSME registration, yeah, what is called like minimum turnover of this?
See, when it comes to GST part, with respect to goods, I'll tell you 40 lakhs is the minimum. If it crosses 40 lakhs, you need to mandatory take the registration. If it is below 40 lakhs, voluntarily if you want, you can take the registration. Otherwise, you can ignore it. But however, there is two concepts in GST. One is regular and second one is composite. When it comes to composite, it's a very simple. Based on your turnover, you will pay 1% GST.
So how much turnover?
75 lakhs in a year. If it is not crossing 75 lakhs in a year, you can go for the composite. Based on your turnover, you will pay 1%, irrespective of your margin.
Example, if I have a turnover of 75 lakhs, so I can pay only for the 1%?
Correct. 75,000.
But I can't claim.
You can't claim. That means you can't collect it, typically. You cannot collect it from the customer.
But this, are you sure that 75 lakh is
yes,
composition tax?
Yes, composition tax. That you can. That is for simpler businesses.
1 year.
In a 1 year. In a
like
1 year.
Any kind of business in food or any.
Anything. For a service industry, it is 50 lakhs. 6% they need to pay. It's a service industry. It's a we should not collect taxes from the end customer or end consumer.
In your pocket, you should pay.
Yes. Because of that, there's an advantage for that. Say, for example, if you show 75 lakhs turnover, if you say, for example, in income tax also, I'll tell you, where up to 2 crores you have composite scheme kind of thing that we call it as a presumptive taxation. What it says, if you are a professional, you pay 50%. If it is a business, you pay 8% of your turnover as an income tax. Even if you say 75 lakhs, how much you are going to pay? Around 6 to 7 lakhs is your income. As on today, up to 12 lakh, government says it is exempted. You do not have to pay any tax. By that way also, if you declare 6-7 lakhs, you are not going to pay anything. It's 100% white money and you can invest however the way you want.
Super.
So it's a very simple thing. The only thing we need to explore how better we can do that. See, 75 lakhs for a small businessman, I think it's very good. It's not that...
like a small business, can you give some 2-3 example of business ideas? These things are like in turnover if you want. You can take
say for example, mobile accessories. There are so many people who does. If you go to the SP road and there are small petty shops. Maybe 5 by 10 or 3 by 6.
So it's a small business.
Very small business. What they are doing, they may not have the GST registration itself. What I suggest is you pay 1% tax, you go for composition, let it be on the record.
But in the 1% also they'll get the GST number.
Yes. They'll get the GST number. They can purchase anywhere from the goods.
Very nice.
It's an very straightforward, and they need not to worry about some officer is coming, vigilance is coming, or inspection is happening. I need to close the shop. I need to go. All those things will not be there. Generally, you can do it. There's no problem in that. All I'm saying, see, for small business, see, if they want to come into the line, they can explore the opportunity. If their intention itself is not coming to the line, then no one can help them.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ನೀವು ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀನಿ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ತಿಳ್ಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾನ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಆಫೀಸಲ್ಲೇ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ. ಸೊ 75 लाख नो नीड टू पे, क्या जादूगर है, और आराम से बिंदास से अच्छे से बिजनेस करने का है, एकदम प्योरली व्हाइट में. आने वाले टाइम में आप घर ले सकते हैं, लोन ले सकते हैं और पीसफुली काम कर सकते हैं. हमें काम करना है, ये माता बच्ची में नहीं रहने का. सो यू शुड टेक द जीएसटी नंबर, पैन कार्ड, ऑल दोस थिंग्स. सो ये एफर्ट ऑफ पे द जीएसटी एंड मिस्टेक्स, व्हाट इज इनपुट टैक्स, क्रेडिट, इनके बारे में भी थोड़ा सा आप.
सर आई टोल्ड यू कॉम्पोजिट एंड रेगुलर. सो रेगुलर में क्या होता है, हम बिल बनाता है और जीएसटी कलेक्ट करता है 12%. सॉरी 12% इज नॉट है, 5%, 12%, 18%, वॉट एवर इज देयर. हम क्या कर रहा है, हम पास ऑन कर रहा है. इफ इट इज अ B2B, he can claim that input. If he is a consumer, end consumer, he cannot claim it. He is going to absorb it. Input क्या होता है, I have bought some goods, I have paid some GST for that. Whatever the amount I have paid, for that amount I will deduct it from whatever I have collected. So it is means collected minus whatever I have paid, difference I am going to pay. Typically, what will be that? Say for example, 100 rupees I bought. I am selling at 20 rupees. If it is 18%, 18 rupees I have paid. I have collected 20 rupees. How much I need to pay? 2 rupees I need to pay. So on profit, that too you are not paying from your pocket. You are collecting and paying it. So there's no directly import what I can say, it is going out of my profit or nothing like that. You are collecting and you are paying it as an agent. That's all. So I don't think any revenue loss in that. Of course, when it comes to mistakes or something, yes, every businessman is not a CA. I can understand that. Department also understand that. If it's a minor mistakes, definitely they'll also cooperate with us. But it should not be intent to evade taxes. That is very important. Intent is very important. मिस्टेक,
गलती से मिस्टेक हो गई, ये माफ हो जाएगा.
सिंपल पेनल्टी में भी वी कैन फाइट फॉर इट. इफ द जेन्युइन केसेस, डेफिनेटली वी कैन फाइट फॉर इट. बट इफ
जानबूझ के गलती की है तो पेनल्टी देने का है.
दे नीड टू पे पेनल्टी एंड 1 रुपए के लिए 10 रुपए स्पेंड करना पड़ेगा.
माय गॉड,
वो होता है. दैट शुड बी वेरी क्लियर. सो इंटेंशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इफ यू वांट टू डू बिजनेस पक्का and whatever is there, I'll pay it. See, the problem where it comes, that 2 rupees I told you, उसको बचाने के लिए द प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट होता है. इफ यू हैव कलेक्टेड एंड यू हैव पेड, नो प्रॉब्लम. कलेक्टेड बट नॉट पेड, देयर द प्रॉब्लम स्टार्ट्स. वही प्रॉब्लम है. क्या होता है, वो 2 रुपए मेरा लगता है मेरा पे करने के टाइम में. एक्चुअली इट्स नॉट माइन. इट इज सम कंज्यूमर हैज पेड मी. आई एम पेइंग टू द गवर्नमेंट ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ हिम. दैट्स अ फैक्ट. बट हम क्या सोचता है, मेरा 20 रुपए में मैं पे कर रहा हूँ. वो गलत है ना. If some custodian, say for example, some neighbor is going for some tour or something like that. He wanted to give some valuables to you as a custodian. If he comes back and asks you, you need to give it, right? You cannot say that you have given me, it is mine. It's similarly like that. So we need to understand first which money. Profit is mine, not the tax.
Correct.
That always you need to keep it in mind.
Pay on time. So now come to the next set of that income tax reality and legal reduce or tax saving tips. इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा आपका.
Sir, I'll give you basic and powerful tax saving for business people. I told you presumptive taxation. So what presumptive taxation? Up to 2 crores, we can pay 8% of turnover as an income. So 2 crores.
2 crore, 16 lakh.
16 lakh. You can declare 8%. If it is through bank channel, that is reduced to 6%. So that is
12 lakh.
12 lakh rupees. If you earn 12 lakh rupees, whether in the current year, that is as per the present provisions, are you going to pay anything? Zero.
My goodness.
If you're doing an account and earning 12 lakhs and you're not going to pay anything, zero. So is it good or bad? The people need to understand. So very simple. They need not to do anything. Declare 2 crores, whatever is the turnover. You declare 6% by making a turnover in other than cash. You take entire rebate of taxation, zero tax. You will be aware if you declare 12 lakhs, you are almost 2 crores eligibility for home loan or some property loan.
Super.
So it's a tremendous advantage for the businessman. They need to utilize that.
यानी गवर्नमेंट हेल्प करने को तैयार है और
Yes,
आपको
yes,
आपको
yes,
लेना
yes.
नहीं आ रहा है,
Correct,
आपको समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है, उसीलिए इनको बुलाया है और इनका नंबर एक बार जरूर व्हाट्सएप कीजिए और ये डिटेल में इनसे प्रैक्टिकल इनके ऑफिस में जाके अंडरस्टैंड कीजिए। आपसे भी ऐसे ही बात करेंगे जैसे मेरे से करने हैं, तो आप भी कभी आइए, चाय पे चर्चा करते हैं और इस टैक्स सिस्टम को और इस इंडिविजुअल और बिजनेस ओनर्स को और कॉमन पर्सन को और ये जीएसटी नोटिस आ जाए, टैक्स सिस्टम से इंडिया फेयर और नॉट, लाइक इसके बारे में भी आप थोड़ा सा और बढ़िया से क्लैरिटी दीजिए। बहुत सारे बिजनेसमैन है ये नोटिस से डर जाते हैं छोटे मोटे।
Sir, we'll go back to British era. Outside India, someone is ruling us. I can say it's an forced ruling or whatever you say. Whatever the structure of Indian taxation or any bureaucracy, it came from there. It's not created in India freshly. That we need to understand. It is passing from generation to generation, generation to generation. We have not created as a fresh. What would have happened? The bossism, or I can say some kind of mindset, it has flown like that. So what we need to do? The government is doing a lot of things like faceless assessment or faceless registrations. They're doing it. So minimizing the human intervention in the process. That's what they are. If you ask me genuinely, is that no problem with the taxation? Of course, there will be problems. I cannot deny that there is zero problem. But if you see, say, over 20 years, 2005 to here, my journey, I have seen tremendous changes. For the small things, how we used to go to the department and how the way the departments are working as on today. It's unimaginable. My generation, especially our generation around 35 to 40 years who were here, we have seen landline to 5G. So
सबसे ब्यूटीफुल जनरेशन है ये,
सबसे
सब कुछ देख लिया इन्होंने।
Yeah, abhi we have around, I feel 20-30 years my batting will be there. So I can see furthermore revolutionary things. I always admired about that because no other generation would have seen such a tremendous in technology, such a tremendous changes in the infrastructure. If I go back to my child days and now I can see so many changes. Maybe my son may not see the changes because already that changes would have matured. He can see the only stable thing. But my generation people who are there, they're blessed, I feel. They're blessed. When it comes to technology in taxation, definitely it's a more advantageous the way it is going forward and the ease of doing business, what they are doing step by step. But it is definitely in the future there will be a minimal human intervention and definitely it's a good for each and every small, either it's a small or big business. Definitely it's a bliss for them. We can expect a very good future as a businessman. I say we should be equipped to do the business. It's not a small or big. If you are small, you need to equip for medium. If it's a medium, you need to equip for large. You need to go, you should not draw the lines.
Think big.
Think big. Yes, nothing is wrong. You need to think big. If it happens,
क्यों छोटा सोचने का है? जब सोचने का है, करने का है तो बड़ा सोचो। ऊपर वाला क्या पता ततास तो बोलता हो।
Correct.
So investment and और money का कुछ advice देना चाहिए?
Sir, investment is a basic thing. There's no second thought on that. Always you should have certain money into your pocket, whether business is there or not. Suddenly, if COVID 2.0 comes, the situation of COVID 2.1 should not arise again. That we should remember. If it is closed for 1 year, you should be able to sustain with the existing resource. Investment is very basic thing. Before investing, I'll give you two important things. One is term insurance and health insurance.
It's very important.
Until unless you do that, you don't go into the investment. That's a basic requirement. If I am not there, someone need to support my family. If some illness in the family, someone need to support. These two should be taken care. Investment is only after taking care of these two, and investment maybe whatever the way. That is their risk pattern, appetite, and all those things. And you cannot, as a businessman, again I am telling you, you cannot invest entire earnings to the existing business. Always there should be a diversification with the different portfolios, whatever the way. If you are selling a mobile, at least some portion you need to invest in other sector. If someday mobile banned, what you are going to do? So you need to be very specific on what we are doing. Nothing is permanent. That we need to understand. In some finder we felt, I myself find no, mobile is irritating me. I don't have peaceful life. I can throw it away. It's quite possible because we have lived in such a age where without mobile we have lived. So that doesn't mean now also we. Yes, someday it may come. So what you are going to do in the business of mobile vouchers or accessories? If mobile itself is where is a question of accessories? No, what I'm saying is it might be extreme thinking, but the day may come in the specific to any industry. I'm saying, if say for example footwear industry, if everyone is looking for a branded, it is fine. If some generation fixes, then why should I go for the brand? I'll go for the
बाबा जी
local.
I'll become
आराम से
टुनी लगा के लुंगी लगा के
then what you are
कुछ भी
going to do?
रखो नहीं है.
So the mindset of people anytime can change, a statute anytime can change. It's quite possible. So always some X should be outside your business. That then only you will be survive and flourish.
So difference between FD, mutual fund और stocks कौन सा best है आपके हिसाब से, या इनको कुछ advice देना चाहेंगे like?
Sir, when it comes to investment advisory, I'm not a SEBI registered. It's only for educational purpose. That's the disclaimer I wanted to give. See, what is FD? We'll put some X amount into the bank or a cooperative bank or anywhere where they are going to assure a certain percentage of interest. Let it be 7% to 8% on average as on today. If you say, is it a zero risk? I say it is not zero risk. There also you have the risk. Always everyone says risk-free rate of return is bank interest. But I will say if bank itself corrupts, or I can say bankruptcy, who is going to pay your money?
Correct.
So in life, if I'm going out and if I'm not going to come back for whatever reason, you mean to say it's a zero risk? There's nothing called zero risk in life.
यहाँ से घर तक जाते वो भी रिस्क है.
So in journey of life, whether it's a money or a human being or anything, there will be a risk. The only thing you need to understand the risk, and the entire amount you should not put in one basket. You need to split the basket and put it.
Super.
When it comes to distinguish between FD, mutual fund and stocks, what is FD? We'll put it to the bank and they're going to give certain rate of interest. What is stock? You directly are going to invest in certain company.
बंद भी हो सकता है.
It might be. I don't say बंद हो सकता है, but depending on the market. Say for example, because of crude oil issues, we have seen around 20-30% correction in the market. If you go by the stock wise, there are certain stocks which has gone 2 years low. So is it mean that you should not invest in stocks? No. We need to invest. But how much you are going to invest? If you have to invest 10 lakh rupees, what is the portfolio should contain? That we need to decide. See, there are certain formulas, each will give you different formulas. But I'll say if you want to be wealthier, you need to invest in stocks or mutual funds. What is mutual fund? An expert portfolio manager collects money from the public as an investor, and he is going to invest in the stock market.
That also indirectly is
Yes,
stock market.
indirectly is stock market. But the only difference is here, if I have the expertise in the stock market, I'll invest directly. If I
Otherwise,
don't
I'll
have
go
the expertise, I'll go to mutual fund where expert people invest on my behalf.
They're a little safe.
Yes, I feel it's see, even a chartered accountant, my decisions sometimes it goes by the okay, tomorrow market is falling, I'll sell it off.
Okay.
I don't know, really, I don't know. I am thinking it might happen, but tomorrow market has ulta 10% up.
My God.
What I am going to do? So nothing like that. But so what I'll say is, if you want to invest straight away into stocks, selective stocks, Nifty 50 stocks, some kind of thing, those you can invest for long term. And if you want to go with the mutual fund, definitely there is a different kinds of mutual funds available. Debt-based mutual fund, equity-based, sector-based, manufacturer, IT.
यही जानना चाहते हैं ये safe है या risk है like?
No, see, everything is a risk. Say for example, fixed deposit, if I say out of 100, if 10% is the risk. Mutual fund is 30% is the risk. Market is around 50% is the risk. So if you ask me how you calculate the risk, it's a random numbers I am telling. But
still, it's called risk.
It's called risk according to my analysis.
और risk नहीं लेना भी एक risk.
Correct.
Take a risk.
True. Without taking a risk is a more risker than taking a risk. That is very.
So financial mistakes like कुछ कि यहाँ ये mistake.
Generally, not investing is the biggest mistake. Not taking a decision to invest.
यानी everyone should.
Everyone, even it's a rickshaw wala or a cab driver or a coolie or whatever.
Small money also you should.
You need to invest. My simple formula is first you invest and then invest. You need to make the budget.
Become
for
an investor.
Yes. I'm not saying this is the amount. If I am earning 10,000, at least invest 20-30% of it. That is 3,000. 7,000 is spend it whatever. You compromise on your necessities.
Very nice.
You need to compromise. If you want to have the bright future or at least comfortable future, you need to compromise today. Without compromising today, if you feel that I am going to flourish tomorrow, it's not going to happen. Until unless you are blessed with.
बाप दादा कोई प्रॉपर्टी रोड पे छोड़ के गया है, then it's okay.
Correct.
कि दादा बुड्ढा बहुत छोड़ के गया है 50 प्रॉपर्टी. The build a long term wealth. Any suggestion like?
Consistency in investing.
वही है but
Consistency.
करते जाओ
Irrespective of what others says. If, say for example, market is falling 30%, tomorrow it falls 50%, still you invest. If it comes to stocks or mutual funds. If you want to invest risk-free like FDs or recurring deposits or something, still you invest.
Properties or something.
Sir, properties, say I'll tell you.
Your suggestion यानी मारवाड़ी लोग है ना ये बिजनेस में इनको सबसे ज्यादा भरोसा रहता है प्रॉपर्टी पे, नंबर 2 भरोसा रहता है गोल्ड पे, उसके बाद रहता है सिल्वर पे. ये आप जो म्यूचुअल फंड और जो ये बोल रहे हैं
Sir, I'll tell you,
इनके ऊपर बहुत कम भरोसा है इनको.
No sir, there are two views in that. One is भरोसा. Second
नहीं इनको ट्रस्ट प्रॉपर्टी पे है.
नहीं sir, second point I'll tell you, not having white money. See, if you, whatever the suggestions I'm giving, you need to have the money in account, bank account. Then only you can invest.
सही है.
If you don't have the money in bank account, where
buy
you
the
invest?
property, buy the gold,
That is the problem.
buy the silver bar.
See, what happens if you have 10 buildings, suddenly there is no rent out of that. What it means? There's something wrong in the economy. Can you sell that property?
Immediate, not possible.
If it is rent yielding, you would have kept the property. If it is not rent yielding, what it means, there's a problem in the economy. You cannot sell that property. So real estate is very much important. I don't deny that. But what is the quantum of amount you are going to invest in that? That matters. You need to have, see, whatever the immovable property you are generating, it is not for you, it is for your next generation. You are not going to enjoy much in that because you would have taken some loan, you would have done something. To keep zero debt on that property, it will take 10 years. If say for example I am 40, if I take some property, if I want to make the zero debt, it is 50. After 50, I'll sit at home, let us assume. What I am going to do with the rent? I am going to give the property to my son or whoever is next. He is going to enjoy that. I'm not saying it's wrong. But for me, what I have done?
EMI भरा है.
That's all. What I'll say always, yes, I am earning. At least 10% let me enjoy. Rest, whatever the next generation, wife, they're here, you pay them. Or give them anything, but at least 10% you enjoy. If you want to wear nice clothes, you wear it. Some chappal you wanted to wear it.
जिंदगी जीने का है, काटने का नहीं है, ले जाने की व्यवस्था नहीं है. एंजॉय करो, खर्च करो, इन्वेस्ट करो और आने वाली जनरेशन के लिए भी कुछ छोड़ के जाओ.
I have seen certain interesting stories. They are crorepati's. At the old age, no one has paid them maintenance.
My God.
30,000 for. I
So
have seen the
medicine
life
का पैसा नहीं है, medicine का.
Properties है, क्या करता है इसमें? I have properties without income generating. What I am going to do with that? Can I sell that property? Whether my family is going to leave me? No. That's what I am saying. Investing in gold, silver, real estate, it's a one part. Second part is ready cash available instruments. If I want today, tomorrow I should be able to take the money. That is a risk investment strategy. If you at the 60, if you are depending on someone, including rent, I am telling, without asking the rent, your bank account should be filled with money.
Super.
You should not ask. Automatically it should come. It might be whatever the instrument. There are different instruments. Yeah. And if someone asks, you should be able to donate or contribute someone at that stage also. That is a real life. Not having 100 crore, 200 crore, 5,000 crore property.
Yes. खाली जिंदगी भर अर्न वापस देने का भी है.
देने का टाइम भी नहीं है, पैसा भी नहीं है. EMI भर दिया, प्रॉपर्टी तो है, रेंट तो बच्चा ले रहा है, मुझे क्या है? मैं पूछना पड़ेगा बच्चा तो 5,000, 5,000 दे, 10,000 दे, क्या होता है इसमें? I don't have the independence to spend also, give some money also. What kind of life it is? So what I say, at least 20% should be in the liquid investment. It may be mutual fund, it may be a stock, it may be FD, it may be RD. Something should be readily available for you, for your personal disposal.
मैं personally अगर मेरे से पूछना चाहूँ, आपका कौन सा favorite रहेगा sir? If it like I have 2 lakh rupees, so where I should first, Prakash, this is the first you should buy or take.
Sir, I'll give you simple and powerful tip. I decide 5,000 rupees SIP. That is a systematic investment. Every month I wanted to deposit 5,000. Let us assume SIP, systematic investment plan into mutual fund. Let us assume for how many days?
And which bank you will be like suggesting?
No, it's not a bank. It's a mutual fund. Any distributor or anything, we can do that.
So where should like I should go to bank or
no some HDFC mutual fund or so there are different broker also. My point is not that. Where is next? A simple logic I tell you. 5,000 I decided. This month I have contributed 5,000. Next month I had sudden expenses. I couldn't able to save 5,000. The next month I have deposited. Again, couldn't able to. What is happening here? There is an inconsistency in investment. That's what I said. Consistency in investment is very important. So that I'll tell you very simple thing. If you have 2 lakh rupees, simply you go for FD or some debt-based mutual fund, where every month you'll get some kind of interest.
Like
For 2
example,
lakh
if I
rupees.
2 lakh is how much I'll get every
Say for example, 7% if you take, approximately around 1,000 rupees आसपास में every month you'll get.
for 2 lakh का.
For 2 lakh, 1,000 rupees you'll get. It looks very small, but once you start that 1,000, it is a regular, every month you get it. You park that amount either by of recurring deposit or mutual fund SIP. Here, what you are doing, you are streamlining your investment in such a way that consistency in investing. Every month you start, automatically it comes, it will go to the investment. You need not to do anything. So what you are doing, whatever the additional, if you get next month or 1 lakh, again you do 1 lakh investment. Out of that, you take every month 500 rupees, you make it 1,500. If you do consistently like this, you cannot imagine what is the quantum of amount you are going to accumulate at the age of 50 or 60. If you start at 30, if you end at 60, you never going to
Calculator चाहिए, I think.
Yes,
आप हिसाब नहीं कर सकते.
very good quantum of amount you are going to have handsome investment. This 1,000 looks very small.
Sir, 20 years बोल रहे हैं, मैं बोल रहा हूँ 10 years में भी आप जो पैसा आएगा उसको खर्च नहीं कर पाओगे.
Correct. So that's a powerful tip. I am following since 10-15 years.
Super.
For me, it has given so much of confidence that yes, I can do some risks because there's a consistency in income and consistency in investment. So I can take further risk and further investment opportunities.
So बहुत सारे ऐसे स्टूडेंट हैं जो आने वाले टाइम में सीए बनना चाहते हैं, उनके लिए क्या कहना चाहेंगे और कुछ करियर गाइडेंस जो अभी आपने हो सकता है अलग बुलग जाने में आपने एक एज ए अंकल की वजह से ये डिसीजन लिया हो, बट हाउ दैट 20 इयर्स आपका जो जर्नी रहा है, इन बच्चों को क्या कहना चाहेंगे जो आने वाले टाइम में अकाउंट्स और जो एआई आने वाला है उसके हमारे सीए के चार्टेड अकाउंट पे कुछ इफेक्ट होने वाला है, या देयर इज लाइक जेन्युइनली एडवाइस यू विल एंजॉय दिस जॉब और लाइक यू शुड गिव द एग्जाम. इट्स अ वेरी टफ एग्जाम इट्स लाइक कंपेयर टू
वन ऑफ द टफ एग्जाम.
सो बहुत सारे बच्चे एक्साइटेड रहते हैं हमारे तो जैनिज्म में, और बहुत सीए बन गया बोले तो बहुत बड़ी बात होती है और राजस्थान पत्रिका में ऐड आ जाता है नेक्स्ट डे, डॉटर इज क्लियर सीए. सो इन बच्चों के लिए क्या कहना चाहेंगे और इनके लिए कुछ फाइनेंशियल लाइक कुछ एडवाइस दे सकते हैं करियर से रिलेटेड या बच्चों के लिए?
As a student, one we need to understand CA is not something as a degree. It is not a degree. It is a qualification recognized by Government of India for doing certain things. Say for example, for statutory audit, a chartered accountant only can do this. Like that, income tax audit, chartered accountant only. So it is a delegated power by the parliament to a chartered accountant. It is not like we have created something. We can create certain other things. When it comes to statutory delegation, as per them, we need to do that. So it is directly the powers has given. It is a blessed thing. So that without CA, no one can do that. This is a blessing. I never had a thought of not doing it. I only had a thought of, yes, I need to do. That's it. Whatever the time it takes, whatever the energy it takes, I wanted to give it.
But vision is very clear and the subconscious,
it was
become
very
a
tuned.
CA and account.
See,
Disturbance नहीं था.
Disturbance नहीं.
जो दिल और दिमाग का है वही बन गए हैं.
बच्चे
बहुत सारे कंफ्यूज होते हैं, मम्मी बोल रही है सीए बन जाओ, बाप बोल रहा है चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बन जाओ, और दिल बोल रहा है इन्फ्लुएंसर बन जाओ, रील चलाते रहो. सो इन ये कंफ्यूज वाले बच्चों को लाइक
सर, फर्स्ट यू नीड टू एंजॉय व्हाटएवर यू do. You need to enjoy. If something is not working out, it is fine. I need to try in better way, better approach. But I have really blessed to say that I have took 4 attempts, but I got very good marks in those whenever I cleared. It's almost like 65-70%. As in subject wise 70 plus 60 plus, like that I got. So what I felt is maybe God has decided to give a better insight on those subjects. If someone is calling like you, great people like Prashant and I am sitting here, maybe God has decided that yes, you need to undergo those struggles, then only you'll come to here. That might be there. As a student, you should be very clear for what I am doing, why I am doing. For what, it should not be for the money. It should be for your happiness.
Are you enjoying or not?
You need to enjoy whatever you do.
Virat Kohli enjoying the cricket.
Yes, that's all. Excellence comes with your happiness in doing the things.
नहीं तो एक दिन थक जाएंगे भैया, आप एंजॉय नहीं करोगे यार. एंजॉय करोगे तो फिर सफर भी हो जाओगे. बट शुड बी वेरी क्लियर, आई वांट टू बिकम ए दिस.
That's all.
बैठने का, बनने का, एंजॉय करने का.
That's all. It should not have
job.
second thought.
It should be not a job.
Correct.
पॉडकास्ट मेरा जॉब नहीं है. आई एम एंजॉयिंग. पैसा मिलेगा तो भी करेंगे और नहीं मिलेगा तो डेफिनेटली करेंगे. बट
if you see any successful man, they are enjoying what they are doing. Then only the success comes. If you don't enjoy some, say for example for money, if I am working, how many days I'll work for the money? If I decide 2-3 crores, if I earn, I leave it. Is it a really happy thing I have done over a period of time? No, I'll stop somewhere. So whatever it feels that, and if you want to do the business, you do it. There's no second thought, there's no age, nothing. You venture it and do it. There's no ambiguity. See, money making is different, skill is different. Always I say that education is for the knowledge, skill is for earning money.
Super.
Both insides, it's excellence.
और इन बच्चों को क्या कहना चाहेंगे, जॉब और बिजनेस, लाइक या गवर्नमेंट जॉब या ये बहुत सारे प्राइवेट जॉब या बिकम ए एंटरप्रेन्योर, बिजनेस, आजकल नए स्टार्टअप, इनके बारे में
I always passionate about business.
सुपर.
Even I'm a professional, always I am very good at business. If you ask me any business, I can suggest you in the best way.
Okay.
Because
if you have a zero investment, where should we start? Like ऐसा कुछ?
So zero investment in business
Where
won't work.
Where we can start, like from?
See, say for example, if you don't have any money but still you want to do the business, the best way is you spend as an employee for 2 or 3 years wholeheartedly, make money whatever is possible out of that employment and start investing. And secondly, there is no right strategy. You need to start and make it right. There's nothing called in see in a profession.
Right, wrong कुछ नहीं है.
कुछ नहीं, start करना है.
Take the decision, make it right.
That's all.
So financial mistake for the small business क्या ये?
So financial mistakes is first one
like
is
जो ये छोटे बिजनेसमैन रहते हैं, बड़े इनको इतना एजुकेशन नहीं रहता, बट बिकम यानी हो तो जाते हैं, बट
so one thing I observed is they're investing whatever the money earned into the same business. That they should not do. If I am earning 100 rupees, you need to at least park 20 or 30 rupees in different pocket. Whether it is giving lesser returns. The problem with the businessman is, if I sell this, I'm going to take 100 rupees out of this, I'll make 30 rupees. If I invest in FD, I'll get only per year 7%. They'll compare that. You should not compare that. That 30 rupees, you need to keep it aside. We don't know when it's going to. If there is an opportunity, say for example, this mug, I'm buying and selling it. Tomorrow opportunity comes, why can't I manufacture that?
Okay.
For that, paisa chahiye. Where they will get? If I save some money, I can reinvest into the different business or upgrading the business.
मारवाड़ी बुद्धि का थोड़ा सही समस्या है सर.
So
job
you need to park certain. When it comes to job, see, job and business, I don't segregate. See, whether you do job or business, you need to enjoy it. What job? You're doing a 9 to 6 job or 9 to 8 job. It's okay.
Full night job.
Full night job.
कभी night, कभी morning, कभी evening. Bangalore में 80% people are like they are
14
like,
hours, 15
I don't
hours.
know, like ये बीच के बाल सारे चले गए और कोई भी तेल लगाने से वापस बाल नहीं आएंगे.
Correct.
यानी they are like suffering now. The stress है, नींद है, शुगर है, बीपी है, ऊपर नीचे बढ़ा दिया है. माँ और बाप का सपना था इंजीनियर बन गए, but you are not enjoying that job.
Correct.
पैटी हो गए हैं, जिम नहीं
There
जा
are
रहे
so many
हैं. All the problems
family lives are there.
पैसे के साथ प्रॉब्लम्स लेके आ गए हैं. 8 से 10 साल के अंदर 100% अपना एनर्जी, अपना एफर्ट, अपना हार्डवर्क किसी कंपनी और किसी ब्रांड के लिए दिया है और उस ब्रांड को बड़ा बनाया. बाहर निकलने के बाद उस ब्रांड के सामने आप एक ब्रांड खड़ा नहीं कर सकते. वहां से कोई अच्छा स्किल नहीं सीखा है. हमारे जैसे बिजनेसमैन सर 2-4 महीने काम करेंगे, सैलरी भले ही कम हो, बट वहां से क्या सीखने को मिले. एंड विल बिकम ए मास्टर ऑन दैट गेम एंड विल अंडरस्टैंड दैट गेम एंड विल प्ले द गेम एंड विल रूल दैट. And now the people say, oh, मारवाड़ी बहुत बिजनेसमैन होते हैं, अच्छे होते हैं, ये होते हैं, टैलेंटेड. जबकि हमारा एजुकेशन लेवल इतना नहीं है सर. लाइक द 10th नवोदय ड्रॉप आउट एंड मैनेजिंग बिजनेस, क्या चीज हमें नहीं आती है. सीए अकाउंट्स हमें नहीं आता है, हमने हायर कर लिया. सो दैट वी नो कौन क्या कर सकता है. रिसेप्शन का काम रिसेप्शन में हो रहा है, टेक्नीशियन कर रहा है, ट्रेनर कर रहा है. सारे काम एक बंदा नहीं कर सकता. जो जिसमें मास्टर है उसे करने दीजिए. आप अपना जिंदगी का एंजॉय कीजिए. आपको नहीं पता इन्वेस्टमेंट वेयर इज द राइट एंड रॉन्ग. उनके लिए तो इनको हायर किया है. They'll charge very small amount, it's very small fees. आपके सारे अकाउंट्स वगैरह ये सब हैंडल करेंगे. कितना इंपॉर्टेंट ये मेंटेन करना, बुक करना. आज भी ये पता नहीं क्या कैसे समझाएं इनको. ये डिजिटल हो गया है, बट स्टिल दे विल नॉट यूज द टेक्नोलॉजी ऐप या सॉफ्टवेयर. नाउ इज मेनी सॉफ्टवेयर्स अवेलेबल. स्टिल ये व्यू पेन से लेके टेल मी योर नेम आपके सामने ऐसे बिजनेस, बिकॉज आपके पास तो बहुत सारे अकाउंट्स और फाइल्स हैं, तो अभी भी वो पर्ची लेके.
See, क्या होता है ना, हमने समझना पड़ेगा हेल्थ रिकॉर्ड हमारा बॉडी के लिए कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है. फाइनेंशियल रिकॉर्ड इज दैट मच इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर द बिजनेस. वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड द प्रैक्टिकल. वी आर नॉट.
ट्रुथ और सच्चाई पता होनी चाहिए.
यस.
नहीं तो बंद हो जाएगा, जैसे बाइजूस बंद हुआ.
करेक्ट.
आपको पता ही नहीं है आ क्या रहा है, जा क्या रहा है. मार्केट में हवा है, यू आर ए ब्रांड, और सीए बोल रहे हैं भैया ऐसा चला तो ब्रांड 2 साल में बंद हो जाएगा. सो इट्स अ वेरी बिग ब्रांड इन द 2021. इट्स अ बाइजूस एंड बंद हो गई बाद में.
समथिंग यू missed some amount out of your pocket, something, but you should know how much you missed it.
Very nice.
If you donate something, you should know how much you has donated.
Okay.
So somehow as theft the money.
खोना बड़ी बात नहीं है, वो कितना खोया वो पता होना बड़ी बात है.
Yes. What you earned is different. What you lose, you should know.
Yes.
Then only you can do the corrective measures and corrective action. then only we can grow.
आपकी समस्या ही आपको नहीं पता वो कितनी बड़ी है.
Until unless you should be genuine for yourself. Pleasing someone is different. मुझे पता चलना चाहिए how much is my debt stock, how much is my regularly. So always you need to look at the opportunity. You don't look it as a burden or you are giving some taxes extra. That is different.
जहाँ से प्रॉफिट नहीं आ रहा हटा दो और जो प्रॉफिट है उसे इम्प्लीमेंट कर दो. सिंपल फॉर्मूला है.
You need to replace it. From where you will get all these things? There are certain go downs. It is 10 by 20. If it is a go to 100 by 100, you cannot go to the each and every place and you can see. But in system it will say which is slow moving goods, which is medium, which is stock pile up. If you are buying at 10 rupees and you keep it for 1 year, if you don't want to sell it at 10 rupees or 9 rupees, what is the use? You are losing the value of money. You sell it at 6 rupees or 7 rupees and build
buy
a fresh stock.
New thing जो running है, जिसकी
market
market requirement है.
You should be perfect with your business strategy only you know the replacement. Without knowing the replacement, मैं 10 rupees में buy किया हूँ, 11 rupees में sell करना है. It's never going to happen. So you need to be very quick in decision making and replacing the products and align with the current trend. If you say for garments or footwear or any industry, ever changing at fast. You cannot keep more than 3 months or 4 months stock. It should go like that. If it is not going, it's a wrong choice or wrong decision. You need to scrap it. Then you need to move on. The choice is whom. I need to make a choice. Well, you're coming and affordability questions. Always some people ask, sir, if you have spent 30 minutes, you are charging 2,000, 3,000 rupees. Not only with me, so many problems. We are not charging for 30 minutes. We are charging for the 20 years of experience that we are giving in 30. So my experience, I am giving the value to your business or your problem. You don't judge me on 30 minutes. You judge me based on my experience and what is the value addition. Any industry runs on a value addition. You need to give to the value to the certain people or certain products. You need to charge for that. That is my business. Say for example, if I want to go to a doctor, if he charges 5,000 rupees, can I say that for 1 minute or 2 minutes, why you are charging 500? Because of his experience, he can diagnose in 1 minute and he is charging 500. Similarly, if you go to the hotel, he will charge idli sambar certain hotel 20 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees,
100 rupees.
Why you are paying it? It is not only for the idli and sambar. It is for the ambience, experience, and everything.
Experience.
So a profession also simply like that. You cannot compare in Google, pharmacist and a doctor. Similarly, you cannot compare other professionals to a CA.
My question is like this much of turnover. Simply you should hire.
Sir, I don't
like
say
कि ये is a very छोटा सिगरेट बीड़ी ठेला चला रहा पकौड़े बना रहा है. It's like भैया तुम्हारे को कोई रिस्क नहीं है. क्या लेके जाएगा आपसे?
Sir,
if there is a business means you want to grow, you want to take a home loan, property, you want proper planning, pay some little amount, you will be peaceful. कि हाँ ये टर्नओवर है तो फिर मेरे पास आना चाहिए.
Sir,
वरना आपका तो भगवान भी कुछ नहीं बिगाड़ सकता.
Sir, any businessman or anyone, at least once in a year, irrespective whether it's a pan wala or it's a bidi wala or it's a chai wala, at least anything, if it is
any
turnover, at least one consultation to a CA is equal to he is going to multiply his profit. That much I will assure you. Irrespective of whatever he is going to pay. Because what happens, no, we can actually judge. I'm not saying we are going to do the accounts, we are not saying do the taxation, nothing. But we can analyze his business pattern and we can advise him what are the investment opportunities, or we can say how he can do the capital building, or how he can file the IT returns. How, for next level, how he can go. See, it's not that what is the quantum of amount he is. The only thing is that quantum of amount, how he is going to multiply. That matters. Everyone earns 1 lakh, 2 lakh every month. The person who multiplies that 1 lakh, 2 lakh is the wealth creator, not the person who is earning 5 lakhs. With 1 lakh, how he is making 5 lakhs? Super. That's the challenge.
कुछ रियल टाइम के केसेस के बारे में बता सकते हैं सर?
ज़्यादा तो केसेस हैं. Generally, we'll take a couple of cases. A businessman usually confused while depositing the cash. Real life में क्या होता है ना? He does the business. There's a real cash and deposit into SBI.
Saving and current. Confusion.
So always I suggest if it is a business receipts, always you deposit into current. And the corresponding turnover should have been declared. See GST में 20 लाख दिखाया, deposit 50 lakhs कर दिया. कैसा आएगा? Those are practical issues. So whenever you are depositing, आपका पता चाहिए मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. ये बात नहीं है 1 साल का बाद CA के पास आया, सर 20 लाख टर्नओवर दिखाया, 50 लाख कैश डिपॉजिट किया. वो practical नहीं. Then you need to declare 50 lakh and pay the differential tax. So you need to have the genuinity in transaction. ये तो दिखाना है, करेक्ट है।
इनकम वर्सेज इन्वेस्ट, इसके बारे में कुछ?
सर इज अ प्रैक्टिकल इशू है। फॉर एग्जांपल मेरा आईटी रिटर्न हर साल 5 लाख 6 लाख दिखा रहा था, एक साल में 2 करोड़ इन्वेस्ट किया।
एक फ्लैट ले लिया सीधा,
फ्लैट किधर से आएगा?
लव लेटर आ जाएगा,
आ जाएगा। ये नो वी आर इन एज, आप
इमीडिएट रिफ्लेक्ट होता है।
हाँ, वाइफ को नहीं पता है, डिपार्टमेंट को पता है।
सो ये कुछ इनकम है जो दादा दादी से, प्रॉपर्टी से, सेल से या माँ बाप से मिल गया, वो दिखाया नहीं या दिखाना जरूरी है? लाइक पैदा ही रिच हुआ है बट पता नहीं है उस पैसे को भी कैसे हैंडल करना है।
हाँ, 2-3 केसेस विल टेक। वन इज इमोवर प्रॉपर्टी इनहेरिटेंस। क्या है, दादा दादी से और माँ बाप से गिफ्ट आ गया, और इंटरस्टेट दैट मींस विल से आ गया। और ऐसा होता है। इट्स बिकॉज वी आर इन
इंडिया में, ये
इंडिया में हम सक्सेशन को पास करता है हमारा वेल्थ, वो तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। उसको प्रॉपर तरीके से आईटी में भी डिक्लेयर करना।
छोड़ के गया है।
हाँ, छोड़ कर गया है। वो असेट मेरा है, मेरा रेवेन्यू 8 साल से मैं इंक्लूड करना है, एंड द डॉक्यूमेंट शुड बी इन योर नेम। आप नहीं छोड़ता है, उसका नाम पे है, 4 साल 5 साल भी नहीं किया हूँ, मेरा दैट मींस मेरा नाम पे नहीं बदला है,
ये जरूरी है।
वो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है। व्हेनेवर देयर इज एन डेथ सर्टिफिकेट रिसीव्ड, immediately you need to do
transfer
the
property in your name.
Yes, that is the one thing. When it comes to liquid cash also, liquid cash means not hard cash. मेरे हिसाब से hard cash ज्यादा नहीं रहता है ऐसे घर में। 2-3 lakhs is maximum they will have generally. They don't as per me, cash is a dead asset. It won't generate anything unless.
और रिस्क भी है सर, लाइक
हाँ, रिस्क भी है।
मोदी जी कभी भी बंद कर सकता है।
हाँ,
चोर हो सकता है, चोरी हो सकता है,
हाई रिस्क होता है। इसके लिए मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, बैंक बैलेंस ट्रांसफर फ्रॉम फादर टू सन और समथिंग लाइक दैट, यू नीड टू हैव प्रॉपर डॉक्यूमेंट, यू नीड टू प्रिजर्व इट एटलीस्ट फॉर 8 years from where you got that amount.
Okay.
I don't suggest you to do the cash deposit in the name of that, all those things. Let it be very genuine. Let it be legitimate.
Very nice.
Do all those things.
So difference in GST turnover और income turnover, like ये थोड़ा सा clarity इनको, ये भी ना समझ होते हैं बिजनेस में।
See, turnover तो एक ही रहना है मेरे हिसाब से। If I had done turnover of 1 crore, that should be the turnover. Either is maybe GST or income tax. It cannot be GST में 50 lakhs, income tax of 1 crore. वो नहीं होता है ना। प्रैक्टिकली इम्पॉसिबल है। मेरा टर्नओवर 1 करोड़ तो 1 करोड़ है, सभी चार्ट में 1 करोड़। प्रॉब्लम किधर आता है ना? से फॉर एग्जांपल आई हैव डिक्लेयर्ड 50 lakhs in GST फॉर लोन पर्पस। समवन हैव टोल्ड वी मेक इट 1 crore, विल गिव यू एक्स्ट्रा 50 lakhs or 60 lakhs लोन। वो क्या करता है, वो टाइम बीइंग के लिए एक और वो प्रॉब्लम उसी तरफ से आता है। जनरली व्हाट आई हैव ऑब्जर्व्ड इज फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ लोन और समथिंग दे विल इंक्रीज टर्नओवर। बेटर not to do that.
बिजनेसमैन है और बिजनेसमैन को एक अच्छी सीए की तलाश होती है, एक अच्छे अकाउंटेंट। सुमन कृष्णा जी, आपने अपना टाइम निकाला और कीमती समय दिया और अपना लाइफ का एक्सपीरियंस आज हमारे साथ शेयर किया है, और बहुत ही रीजनेबल कंपेयर टू मार्केट। बिजनेसमैन समझ सकता है सीए का पावर। काम के वीडियो को अपने बिजनेसमैन के साथ जरूर शेयर कीजिए, और इनका जो नंबर है मैंने डिस्प्ले में लगा रखा है। थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग।